So welcome to the another class. So this is the fifth class of the chemical kinetics. So today we will read what are the different characteristics of zero order reaction and first order reaction. So in the zero order reaction we know R equals to minus Kt plus R naught or K equals to R naught minus R divided by T. So the first characteristics is in graph we know if you plot the graph R versus T, the nature of the graph will be like this and slope equals to that is minus K and R naught is the y-intercept. So the first characteristics is the concentration. If you plot the graph concentration versus time, when the concentration decreases, time increases. So when the time increases, the concentration of the reactant decreases linearly. Clear? So this is the first characteristics. Then second characteristics is this is one expression. The question is like this: derive the relation between K and T when the reaction will completely finish. Okay, so when the reaction will completely finish means between these two, which value will be 0? R naught is the initial concentration. So this value we cannot change. So R value become what? 0. So if we put this R value 0 here, so what we will get? K equals to R naught by T. So this is the expression, this is the relation between K and T when the reaction is completely finished. Clear? Then third characteristics is what is the unit of rate constant? We know earlier we have read for zero order reaction K equals to rate only. So rate unit mole liter inverse second inverse. Mole liter inverse second inverse. Clear? Then another characteristics is this is called half-life time period. This is called half-life time period. Half-life time period symbol is T half, not T 1 by 2. T subscript is half. So what is the meaning of a half-life time period? Half-life time period means the time period in which the concentration reduces to half of the initial concentration. The concentration reduces to the half of the initial concentration. So for zero order, you see, we know K equals to R naught minus R divided by T. So when in place of T, when we will put T half, then in place of R, we will put what? R naught by 2. This part is fixed. So if we will substitute this, then what we will get? K equals to R naught minus R naught by 2 divided by T half. So here T half equals to LCM will be T 2 R naught minus R naught. So R naught divided by 2K. So R naught is fixed. Yes or no? This is the initial concentration and K is the rate constant. So here we can write that is half-life time period is directly proportional to R naught because this part are constant. No? So you see, last class we have read like this: for zero order reaction, rate does not depend on the concentration, but half-life of zero order depends on initial concentration. Clear now? So this is the meaning of half-life time period for a zero order reaction. Similarly, for first order reaction, so what are the different characteristics? So the different characteristics graphical part we have completed. So directly come to what is the half-life time period. So in the half-life time period, you see, we know K equals to 2.303 by T log R naught by R. So when we will put T equals to T half, R equals to R naught by 2, then what will get? K equals to 2.303 by T half log R naught, this is R naught by 2. So R naught, these two will cancel. So it will come T half equals to 2.303 by K into log 2. Log 2 value is 0.3010. So here T half equals to 2.303 into 0.3010 by K, which is equals to 0.69. 0.693 divided by K. So this is the T half. Or we can write T half directly proportional to R naught to the power 0. That means half-life time period is independent of initial concentration, but it depends. You see, here rate depends on concentration of the reactant, but half-life does not depend on concentration of the reactant. Like this, zero order rate does not depend on concentration, but half-life depend on concentration. First order rate depends on concentration, but half-life does not depend on concentration. Clear? So you remember. So this is the expression for zero order reaction and for first order reaction. So for these two graph, you see, for this, if you plot the graph for half-life, if you plot T half versus R naught, it is directly proportional because T half directly proportional to initial concentration. Similarly, here if you plot the graph, that is T half versus concentration, then it is independent, means parallel to x-axis. Okay, check. Clear? But in the entrance, different types of graphical representations are coming, except zero order and first order also. So because in our CBSE part only zero order and first order reactions are there, but second order, third order, nth order, how can we represent the graphical representation? So you see, for different order, how can we represent? So this is the summary now. What we got, this is order. So we have read like this. Zero order, first order, second order, suppose third order, and suppose nth order. Clear? Then what is rate? Now, for zero order reaction, rate equals to K into R to the power 0. First order K into R to the power 1. Second order K into R square. Third order K into R cube. For nth order K into R to the power n. Clear? Next, what are the units? Units general format we know. This part we know. Then next part is, what is the expression of K? So here K equals to R naught minus R by T. Clear? Here K equals to 2.303 by T log R naught by R. Okay, here also expression is there, but we are not reading. Clear? Next is, what is the half-life? T half. So here T half R naught divided by 2K. Here 0.693 by K. Its T half is there, but we are not reading. Then graphical representation. So if we plot the graph T half versus R naught, directly proportional. Clear? First order, parallel. Clear? This is first order. If you come to second order, like this, you see T half versus R naught. Wait, another general expression will come to graph. Here we can write like this: T half. It is directly proportional to R naught. Directly proportional to R naught to the power 0. Directly proportional R naught 1 by R naught. Directly proportional 1 by R naught square. And for nth order, directly proportional 1 by R naught to the power n minus 1. This format, it is easy, you remember. So you see, 0 order 1, first order independent, second order 1 by r naught, third order 1 by r naught to the power 2. So 1 is decreasing. So that's why n minus 1. Next you draw the graph.